Welcome to the Thought for Today with Monica Kincaid. We all at times will need to be reminded that the only true and living God, yes, the God of the Bible, is not sleep, but He is still true. Do you realize that in all situations, God's promises remain reliable, His character is unchanging, and His word is still true? What God declared in the Old Testament was actually fulfilled in the New Testament and continues to be trustworthy in the lives of every believer. For example, it is still true that we are to love our neighbor. Leviticus 19:18 says, "You shall love your neighbor as yourself." And it remains true today in Matthew 22:39 when Jesus said, "And a second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself." Do you realize that it is still true that the just shall live by faith? In the Old Testament, Habakkuk 2:4 tells us the righteous shall live by faith. And the Apostle Paul reminds us in Romans 1:17 by saying, "For in it the righteousness of God is revealed from faith for faith. And it is written, the righteous shall live by faith." Finally, when life is life, and y'all, and this world is doing what the world is going to do, we cannot lose sight of the truth of God's faithfulness. Whether it is echoed in Deuteronomy 7:9 or in 1 Corinthians 1:9, God still remains faithful. It's important to remember and to acknowledge that God's truth remains unwavering, grounded in His divine nature. I hope and pray that you were encouraged by today's thought. May God's blessings overflow you as the Holy Spirit continues to remind you that God is still true to who He has always been. Until next time.